Let's imagine a scenario, right? This probably has happened to a lot of people. It's late 2000s/early 2010s, right? And you find out that there's this big tournament online. Evo, CEO, Combo Breaker, and it's for your favorite games, Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, whichever of the two. You watch the spectacle of a fighting game tournament. You watch a top 8, you see the top level players there, you see what kind of weapon of choice they use, whether it's a leverless, pad, or an arcade stick. You see them do the coolest stuff ever you never imagined you could ever do in that fighting game, right? You finish it. Grand finals happens, you get the winner, you watch that, you're in the comments, and you go, I want to do that. I want to start playing fighting games like that. And you're deciding, what do you want? Let's hypothetically make a case here for an arcade stick, right? You want to get into an arcade stick. You don't know what you want to do. You don't know which one's a good one. And you go on the internet, and what do they usually say? Get the Qanba drone. Get the Qanba drone 2. Get the main flash, the F300 model. Start with those. They tell you to start with those, tinker with it, get used to it, and then you'll know what you like and don't like, because you won't know the difference between a premium and a low-end stick. So why do I bring up this narrative? I think that this controller is that same narrative for leverless fans. If you want an arcade stick, not an arcade stick, a leverless that you want to tell people, they don't know what they like and don't know how to start, this is the one I will tell you to get. Start with this one, the Hori Nolva R. So I'm going to break it down in this video in segments. First, a little unboxing and like what it entails itself within the details of the box. What's it got going on? How's it feel? How's it weigh? What's the dimensions? Then I'm going to talk about how it feels when I'm playing on the game, and then who's this for. But TLDR, this is for the people who are starting out. This is for the people who are starting out with fighting games, and they don't know what leverless they like, but they don't want to break the bank. Start with this one. Let's get right into it. This is a new leverless from PlayStation, and you're probably wondering, like, why are we doing this? Like, why do we need to look at another controller? It's because this is now the most economic option I've seen for PS5 ready controllers. This is PS5 and 4 and PC ready for $130. Crazy, right? When this is my daily driver, the Qanba Sapphire. This went for about $160, and then kind of jumps to about $180 when there wasn't that sale. So it was definitely one of the cheaper leverlesses out in the market that was PS5 ready. So this is my daily driver, right? And then I know they released another version of this kind of controller called the Ruby for $80, but I wasn't really too interested in reviewing that because it was like a PC only. And there's a billion options within $80 to $50 you could look at, right? I'm a competitor, so I'm going to be interested in stuff that's for tournaments, right? Tournament ready. So that's why this bad boy caught my attention. PS5 and 4 ready for $130. That's an insane price point. So you have to wonder, where's the compromises here? So we got to find that out. Right now, I'm going to show you the box, little tidbit. I'm going to swap to hand cam real quick. So yeah, this is the box. Nothing too crazy on that front. But here's the little details that it does tell you. So it's got the little 4 buttons on the left. So it's a split layout, as you notice. So instead of having your hands kind of like this, it's kind of go like a little more like this. So it's a little nicer on your shoulders. So it's supposed to be more ergonomic. So more ergonomics, smooth, quick actuation presses. So it's about 3 millimeters, as it says here, for a pressing point. Nothing too crazy, but it'd be great if the camera would lock in. There we go. Yeah, so it says here 3 millimeters by 0.12, so it's pretty good actuation point. You got a detachable cable with cable lock. That's nice. I'm noticing a lot of these controllers want to have that cable lock. And here's a funky part, right? It says assign button functions. So why is that a big deal? Basically, we're competing with this thing now. Because what I could do is map these buttons here. I can map these buttons here to be anything, right? At the initial point, they didn't have that function too much, but then Qanba made an update and we loved that, right? So I was able to put directions here and still be able to keep these buttons to be whatever they want to be. And so I could play like Nishima stuff, little stuff like that are tournament legal ready. Not so much for other games. You got to look at the rules for all that, right? So that's why this has been my daily driver. But now I'm trying to see if this can compete with that. So hopping back over. So yeah, you can assign button functions here, and it's got like a nice slip resistant base. That's really nice. I love when controllers had that. So last review when I did the what was it, the Hot 42 CAS stick, it didn't have that. I was a little bummed out for it. In the cardboard box, I will show you what was in there. You'll get a switch puller, so you can swap switches on your controller. A little manual, as you noticed here. Imagine we're gonna crack this sucker open when we want to learn how to remap everything. And a Type-C cable that's Hori made. It's got the little Hori label from Type A to Type C. So looking pretty good in that front. Now for the moment of truth, the controller. This is the controller. Let's go. Oh, that's so weird. I gotta talk about that. But for now, let's compare sizes, right? So this is this controller, and when I put it side by side, this is what we're working with. As you can currently see, it's a little bit slimmer on the length, right? Nah, I lied. It's kind of. Oh yeah, it's a little slimmer, probably like an inch less. It's a little smaller. And if we compare the thickness of this bad boy and the thickness of this one, it's a little thinner. As you see, a little thinner. I'd say probably, no, yeah, it's probably like an inch less. So it's an inch less up. It's probably like an inch less, 2 inches less on the top, an inch less on length, and an inch less on width. So that's really fascinating. And it's really light. I'm noticing this thing is really light. I would have to check the weight on it. Let me find out. All right, so we're going on ham cam. Here's the scale. This goes for about 3.6 pounds, right? So it's about 3.6 pounds. It's a hefty little controller, right? We put this Nova Blade on here, and it's gonna go 1.6 pounds. That is half the weight. Over half the weight. That is insane. It is really light when I grabbed it. It's so insane. So let's go ahead and get the measurements going for it. It is going for 13.2 inches, I imagine, right? It is about, let's go at the most center. So 8.5 inches, right? And then in length, barely breaking even an inch, about 1/2 inch. This is an insane portable controller. I can definitely tell the build quality is like not as sturdy as the other one, but it's pretty good. Oh my god, oh my, you gotta hear this. I'm gonna bring it up to the mic. It's got like a crazy thunk going on to it. It's really quiet. Like if I start pressing on this controller, like it's quiet, right? But it's noticeably louder than this one. This controller right here is hella insane. Let's go ahead and see how it feels on the lap. As you already know, I'm a bigger guy, so usually I like the controllers to be good, but I notice, I think it's not bothering me too much, because for some reason, if you look, this part is straight, but this part is not. This is slanted a little. It's got this like weird curve going this way, but it kind of like the buttons kind of naturally sit where I need them to, and it's not too bad. But yeah, let's see what else we got going on here, right? So as you see, we have up here, we have a start button here. Got a R3, L3, probably the PlayStation button. I lied, maybe start. I don't know what that would be, to be honest. We'll know later though. We got a touchpad. Definitely you can feel it's a little the weaker side of quality. You got the PlayStation button. You also got a lock switch. So imagine tournament lock. And then you have your PS5, 4, and C. We also got a lock switch. Ooh. So you could plop in your Type-C port on there and clamp that on. Oh, and when you close it, it kind of already locks in. I'm curious to see how it is, but we're going to try it out. So right now, I'm going to go to my little local spot called Guildhall, and I'm going to take this controller with me. I'm going to have some people try it out. I'm going to get their ideas on it, and we're going to play for a little bit, and I'll come back and give you my impressions, and also show you some footage of us, like, not us playing, but like me playing online with it. So yeah, we're going to come back to that. 2 seconds.
Hey guys, I am back now after testing this sucker out for a couple days. If somebody wants to play a leverless controller, but they don't want to break the bank, this is the controller I would tell you to buy. And there's a couple reasons why I say that, right? Let's start with the build quality. It's not too strong in terms of durability, but it's smoothed out, so it's really comfortable on your wrist to move around and stuff. It's a completely different texture than the texture in the back. They're both plastic. This one's smoothed out with a nice little incline. As you notice here, it's got a nice little incline a little bit around this part right here, so that way your wrists can lay comfortably. There's also nice padding in the back. It's not covering the whole thing, but it's enough where if I go on like the controller, it's not moving, right? It's not moving at all. And that's like a good part, right? The buttons, as you can see, they got like this weird thonk to it. And essentially it's just like keyboard switches with this plastic housing that they have over the keyboard switch. They are low profile. And there's a mouse, not a mouse pad, a rubber padding that they have, which makes the controller quiet. So I can show you a little bit, but we can open this up and show you what it looks like. But that's kind of like where the compromises are, right? This is like a cheap body to make the costs as low as possible, to have it ready with all the features you want it for a tournament ready controller, but you're not sure if you even like leverlesses. Because you have the PS5 functionalities, the PS4 functionality, the PC functionality, every single button you need, and then you have the mapping. We could talk about that later after opening this sucker up. But it's no, the map, just for TLDR, the mapping isn't as robust as the Qanba Sapphire, wherever that is in my bag. Okay, I figured it out. On the sides here, if I can even bring it up, there's like a little lip right there. Yeah, I gotta like stick the puller in the little lip. There we go. Okay, so that's how you take it out, right? So this is the cap. It's a custom designed cap that has like little legs right here, as you can see. You see, it's kind of like one of those things. It's got a little leg. And as you can see, this is the padding that it has. This is the padding that essentially makes it quieter to press on. And the switches we have are low profile switches. Got the little cross on them with the little circle. And with the little circle, that's essentially the kind of switches you want to be getting. I'm curious to see how it sounds if I just don't use the padding. So this is how it sounds normally. And this is how it sounds without it. Okay, so there is like a noticeable difference. There's a notable difference in the audio, but there's not a noticeable difference in how it feels. And I think that's like the biggest complaint I had. Really, it's not that big of a deal. When I tested this controller with other people over at my local, the general consensus was that the throw is really fast. So like the actuation point and the travel distance is really short. And I noticed you couldn't really change it. But there's also the fact that people are used to having some kind of feedback in some sensory way, either through touch or through audio, that they press the button. And I could tell that in this case, when you press onto the buttons here, you don't get that audio cue that like usually Sanwa does or like other peripheral buttons have. And you also don't feel that you press the button all the way, because it kind of stops at a certain point. So you have to like retrain your hands to recognize, okay, I pressed the button because I did that motion that I had going on. A good comparison is the Hitbox Ultra, because they have the little padding in the middle. That's kind of sort of how it feels like you're getting stopped by something, so you don't get that full feedback of pressing all the way down. But as somebody who has used it and has used this controller, that takes like a little bit of an adjustment. Whether you're playing Tekken, whether you're playing Street Fighter, whether you're playing Under Night, I was playing all 3 of those games here, and I felt like I could still play normally. It just took like a little bit of adjustment, especially Under Night. I feel like those combos, you really do have to get the inputs properly, or else you'll drop them. You'll probably see a couple of games here and there of me dropping that. But yeah, it's pretty, like, it's serviceable. I like to use that word. It's serviceable. It works. It's great. And you have all these extra buttons here that lets you do what you want. And the ergonomics, I want to talk about the ergonomics. The fact that like it's a little bit of a split layout makes it really nice for me to like play on, because when I have like longer play sessions, I noticed that with the Qanba Sapphire, I would be kind of like playing like this, and my shoulders, as you see here, would engage a little bit, which is kind of like a little stressful on my body. So I kind of feel it after like an hour, and you know, I do my stretch as I get up, which is like something we should normally do, by the way. But here, I played for like an hour, 2 hours, right, between the 3 games, and I don't feel my body engaging. Like, I don't feel my shoulders engaging, because it's already a split layout, and I'm pretty comfortable with how it needs to be. So I can tell you this is really nice ergonomically. So this is a great controller in terms of that. Ergonomics are good. Buttons are serviceable. They're also quiet, so you don't have to worry about making a lot of noise. The padding is really nice. Oh yeah, the tournament lock switch is really good. I didn't get to use the original cable on it, but some of them close, some of them don't. But the one that it comes with, it closed properly, and so you don't have to worry about it like moving around a lot. Where's the cable? Let me grab the cable. Yeah, so here's a cable. I got the cable here. I'm gonna put it in. Oh yeah, that's the other thing, right? I feel like there's not a lot of space here, so it's kind of a little difficult to put the cable in and secure it. That's like definitely like one thing I noticed using this controller, but you know, it's negligible at best. You know, skill issue on my end. But yeah, and that's most of the controller, right? The only thing I can really talk about is the back. I'm curious to see what it looks like when you open it up, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, never mind. I unscrewed this, right? And it doesn't seem like it does open up, so I think it's probably for stability reasons with the motherboard. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that back. Alright, so let's get to the last point about the controller then, and it's the how to map the buttons on the controller. So I'll show you the little manual basically to kind of show you what it says. So basically it says, you know, if you want to assign buttons, you're gonna have to hold the Hori button. So this thing right here is a button. I did not know that. Hold the button for 1 second, and now you got that blinking light, right? So with the blinking light, let's move on to the next step. So in this case, let me put R3, and it's going to blink quickly, and I'm going to set it to somewhere else. So in this case, I'm going to put it here. So now that is set to R3. So let's go ahead and test out the button assignment. All right, yeah, that'll do. All right, so we're gonna go to button configuration, assignment check. And right now I don't have R3 set to anything, so I'm going to set it to BC. I like. And that's right stick, right? So I'm telling you right now that the right stick that initially was here, because this is R3, has been moved to this button. So when I press that button somewhere else, it is set. So that is now set to that. And you can tell it's being set by the red light that's being presented here. So I can now use this as a right stick, and then I still have my left as my other button right here. So that's how you do the mapping. So it iterates, you hold the button for 1 second, you pick the button you want, in this case left stick, right stick is pretty common, and then you hit the button that you want it to set, and then that is it. So I'll do it again, holding it. Now I have one button, I want to use left stick, and I'm going to put it here. So now when I go to the controller, that is now left stick. Thinking back, I should have probably made this right stick and this left stick, but for our, education purposes, I have showed you how to do that. Now you may be wondering, can we do duplicate stuff? So that's the thing, right? It will take an existing input and relocate it. It cannot make duplicates. So if I wanted to move a direction, like moving left into another location, I could do that. I can move it, but then that existing button doesn't exist anymore. So if I move right to here, for example, then I won't have a right here anymore. I'll have to use this button here. So no duplicate inputs. So it makes the L3 and R3 and the touchpad more accessible. So I can map these to be something else. So like, let me triple check. Okay, it doesn't work the way I thought. So you can't do touchpad. Looks like you can't do touchpad. You can only do L3 and R3, which is, I guess, a little weird, because what do you mean you gave me 3 buttons to like mess around with, and I can only map like to, can I do start somewhere else? No, I can't even do start. All right, cool. So you can only map like L3 and R3. So pretty bare bones of like the extra features, but that's like the thing, right? It's got the extra buttons so you can map L3 and R3, and that's it. And then you can move some buttons around if you want, right? But that's kind of like the functionality that we have here. It's nothing too crazy. And I think that's where I want to bring the conversation back, right? Who is this for? And this is, like I said previously already, this is the Drone 2 for Leverlesses. This is for people who don't know if they even like Leverless in the first place, and they're new to the fighting game community. But yeah, like, this controller is that for people. You want to find out if you even like Leverlesses at the first place. This has all the bells and whistles. It's got the extra buttons. Oops, I hit my mic. You got the extra buttons. You can map L3 and R3 into these extra buttons here. You have the touchpad. You have PS4 and 5 and PC readily available. It's portable at 1.6 pounds, if I remember. And it's very wide at about 13, so whatever dimensions it was, fucking 13, 14 inches. And it's got the nice mouse padding in the back, so it doesn't move and it slips. And it's very portable. And this is great, right? Like, this is the kind of controller, right? I could like pull up to a local. It's durable. It gets smudges here and there. I'm not sure if you could see, but there's like little smudges here and there, especially on the buttons you get. But that's the thing, right? Like, this is a controller that's trying to be compromised in other ways, so that way it's at the lowest price point it can be. Now we're at the point where there's Leverlesses that were cheaper, that are PS5 ready, at now $130. So when there's a Leverless, right, there's a reason they're being made. They're trying to target a specific audience, a specific space in the market. Hori, in this case, is trying to be the entry-level Leverless. Now, we could argue that Hot 42 is the Leverless that is entry-level, right? And that's fine, but it's not ready for tournament play. It is ready for home play, but if you want to be on the PS5 game and you're using that Leverless, you have to buy a Brooks converter or a PS5, PS4 USB dongle, attach it, and then now you have that you have to carry with you. It's another $45 to $60 last I checked to have that, right? And then there's also the fact that you have to carry another accessory to make that ready and good to go. You could buy a Hot 42 for about 45 to 60, 70 bucks, but now you're shelling out an extra 50. You're going over $100 to make that tournament ready. So for an extra 20 bucks, it's gonna have it built in. It's It's going to be PS5, PS4, PC ready. It's got the extra buttons like the other ones. It's got a tournament lock switch that some of them don't have. It's got the turn off button here that some of them don't have, and has slipping padding that some of them don't have. Those more premium Hot 42s will have the slip padding available. This is for people who want to find out if they like Leverless and they don't want to break the bank. And I can tell you for confidence, with full confidence, I would recommend this to people. And this one you can't put really a lot of art on. I forgot to mention, but you can put stickers and probably get a vinyl, but that's the thing, like you're not going to be able to customize it. So, but that's kind of the compromises you are making, and that's okay. This is for the entry level players, and I can confidently say this is worth your money. This is worth your time. If you're unsure if you even want to try Leverless, but you want to go compete, you want to check out that, this is that for you. And that's all I can have to say, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you came through the end or through the beginning, if you just wanted the TLDR, if you wanted to know what was customizable and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this. Please leave a thumbs up, a like on it. It helps the channel a lot, and I want to share more information on other controllers as they come by. This was on the list of controllers I wanted to work on, so we finally got it. $130 from Amazon. Shout out to them. So on that note, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.